Recording.
Welcome to a yoga class. This is our early warm-up. Early as in before class actually begins. Just to loosen up the body a little bit. To the Beatles. So welcome to class. We have Linda, Vicki, and Lillian in already. I think Lillian's made it. Waiting for others. There she is. Hi, Lillian. Woo, we're doing a little twist or other dance if you prefer something else, just to loosen up the body and have a little fun.
Good morning. Thank you.
Good morning, Lillian. So we'll finish the song and then we'll begin our yoga. All right. Alexa, play meditation music. All right, let's sway with our arms around the body.
Meditation on Amazon Music.
It's going side to side, around as far as you want. You can even let the arms go limp and flop against the body if you want. We'll come back to the center and center a little bit by taking some nice deep breaths. So bend the knees, reach the arms up, stretch up high, bring the palms together if you can. Bring the hands to the heart center, exhaling, nice deep breaths. And then back up, stretch up. Reach with the upper body and then let the arms float down to your sides. Let's do that again. Bend the knees and reach the arms up. Bring the palms together in front to the heart center on the exhale. Breathe in, reaching up. And then exhale, let the arms go out to the sides. Let's do some shoulder rolls next. I like to start going back. It doesn't really matter either way. And then we'll go forwards. Two more, 1 and 2, and shake the arms and shoulders out. And with the feet about shoulder distance for a nice sturdy base. And let's take our left arm up, reach up nice and high, and then bend over to that other side. So you can slide the hand down the outer thigh if you want. And then come back up, breathe in deeply, lift the other arm. And start reaching as if you're reaching up into the sky. And sliding the other hand down so you get a nice curve, and then come up breathing in. Nice. Let's take our arms forwards and lift up onto the toes. And bring the arms down and swing the arms back and forth, forward and back. A few more times. Loosening the shoulders still. And then we'll take the arms behind us, palms up and lift and back. Just hold it there so we work those muscles behind our arms. And let the arms come down and shake it out. Let's take our arms out and across. When we take the arms across, draw the belly in a little extra. When you open up the arms, feel that nice stretch across the top of the chest and in the shoulders. We want to keep a nice soft bend in the knees. Maybe even a little bounce during the exercise. Just to keep the legs active, get them warmed up a little too. And then we'll take the arms out to the sides and make some little circles out there. Sorry, I'm not showing you, but you guys know what to do, I think. Making little circles out to the sides. I was letting a couple people in. Okay, and then we'll go forwards. Standing up nice and tall, which means we start from the base. Our feet have arches, legs are straight. Let's lift up. Now we're going to bend forwards halfway. So bring the hands above the knees, bend from the hips, and reach forwards with the upper body, moving it steadily away from the hip. And then reaching and holding that while you stretch a little bit more. And bend the knees again and come up. Reaching the arms up above the head. And then bringing the arms down to the sides. Let's take the arms up again. Big breath in. Bend forwards again. Reach with the upper body. And then we're going to bring the arms down to the ground and come onto our knees. And do some cow and cat. Reaching the head forwards, reaching back with the hips. That's our inhale. And then coming up in a nice arch on the exhale. So our wrists are underneath the shoulders. So adjust that if you need to. Keep doing your cow and then your cat. Nice full breath. Spread the fingers out so you evenly distribute the weight throughout the hands. And continue your cow and cat. Anytime you need to modify any of the poses, go ahead if you want the practice to be good for all of us. So just do what's right for you today. Let's do one more cow. And then one more arching cat. And then we're going to sink down onto the heels with our hips into child's pose. And slide the hands forwards, bringing the chest down towards the thigh and the forehead down towards the floor. Or you can keep it up if you need to. We'll just stretch here for a little bit. Nice child pose. Take full breath so you're still focusing on your breathing. Relax as much as you can. And we'll move the hands over to the right side. So just part way, maybe if you were on a clock, it'd be 1 or 1:30.
Feel a nice stretch along the outer side of the opposite side. So you're reaching right and you're feeling it on the left. Another breath. And then back to the center. Another breath in. Then we'll take our arms over to the right on the exhale, or onto the left, sorry, we did the right. And then sink in again. Nice relaxing stretch. Or you can kind of twist the spine a little bit, just a gentle amount, and focus on the breath. And then we'll return to the center and slide the hands back. So we're sitting in our T position, sitting on the heels. If that's not comfortable, you can come up onto the toes. We won't be here super long. Or sit another comfortable way, even in a chair is good. And then we're going to turn our head slowly from side to side, as if we're shaking our head no at first. So we're loosening up the neck, and this motion with the head is supposed to help us avoid getting vertigo. So it's a good one to practice on a regular basis. Nice gentle turning. It's not a range of motion so much as just a warming up. And then we'll return to the center and start nodding lightly up and down. So you want to see how the neck feels at first by going slowly and carefully. And then you can increase it as your neck feels good to do so. Couple more times nodding. Then we'll bring our chins down to our chest and stretch the back of the neck a bit. And let's raise the head, go on to one side, and we're going to come down onto our backs for a while so we can do some ankle, foot warm-ups, the wrists. So just make your way down onto your back with the knees bent. And we'll be here just for a little while. Let's start by bringing our knees into the chest. I'm making some little circles. And then reverse those circles. A light hip warm up. And then return the knees to the center. Start drawing it in towards the chest again. And then lift the arms and legs and flex and point. So if you need to support the legs, you can rest them on a piece of furniture or the wall. We're going to be flexing and pointing here to get the ankles and wrists loosened up. Build strength in them and in the hands and feet. And a few more flexes and points. Then we'll hold a flex. So we want to bring the hands and feet back towards the body. And then fold them forwards or point. Stretching the opposite side. Then flex again and hold. And then point and hold. And now let's make circles. The circles can go around at the same time, or you can alternate. You want to do an egg beater style. Certainly. Both ways work just fine. And then we'll reverse those. And then let's bring our knees back into our chest. Place the feet on the ground. And we're going to go up into a supported bridge so our shoulders stay on the ground. Lift the hips up as high as you comfortably can. Take your time. And then you can wriggle the shoulders under a little. Maybe you can weave your fingers together under the hips. If not, you can just press your palms lightly into the floor and concentrate on lifting the hips up and breathing. So we want to continue our Ujjayi breath through the nose as much as we can and making a sound so that you can hear your breath as you go through the different activities of the yoga. And we'll slowly place our spine back on the ground, one vertebra at a time. Bring the knees in again. And then we'll take our arms out to the sides. Lift the legs up again. And then start pedaling forwards. Getting the legs nice and warmed up. And then we'll go backwards for a little while. Then we'll switch to forwards again. Then let's switch to backwards again. And then let's bring our knees in. Place the feet on the floor. And we'll let our knees drift over to the right. So the feet stay pretty much where they are, but they tip over to the right side. And let's turn our head gently to the left. Then let's bring the knees and head back to the center. And over to the other side, the left side, and turn the head over towards the right, just as far as it's comfortable. And you might feel a little adjusting in the spine. The feet roll onto the outer edge. That's all good. Relax. Bring the knees back to the center. Bring the feet together. Let the knees go out into a butterfly. Opening up the hips. Relax the facial muscles. Let the arms and shoulders sink into the floor. Breathe. Then we'll bring the knees back together. We're going to roll over onto our hips, on our prone on our bellies. Reach the arms out in front. And we're going to lift our left leg and a right arm in a locust. It's the locust pose, stretching the hand and foot away. And then placing the arm and leg down. And then lifting the left arm and right leg. And then placing them down. And then sliding the hands back. So you have to bend the elbows, bring the hands back next to the chest. And then just try to unbend the elbows a little as you lift the chest upwards. So this is a low cobra. And you can keep pressing if you want for a higher cobra. And sometimes you can bring the feet a little closer and more easily rise up. So you just go as far upwards as it feels comfortable to you. You might feel some nice stretching in the low back if you rise upwards with the head and shoulders. And then come down. And then reach back for the right foot and we'll stretch our thighs while we're here. So bring the right foot in. We have our right knee bent, just in case someone can't see and has to depend on listening. Just reach back for the right foot and bend the knee and draw the heel toward the buttocks for a nice quadricep stretch. And we'll release the right side. Let's turn our head to the left. Rest it on the mat. Reach back with the left foot and bring the foot closer. Continuing to breathe your nice full Ujjayi breath. Release the left foot. Bring the hands back again. This time, come up to all fours. We're going to do a stretch now. Reach the right leg behind, out and back. Swoop that leg over to the other side, to the left side, and then turn the head towards the left. Kind of twist the body in a nice C shape. So we can look at our right foot, but it's over on the left side. And back to the center. Let's take our left leg back. So reach it out there and then swoop it over to the right side. And then turn with your torso and your head so you can look at the left foot. Enjoy a nice stretch along the left side of the body. Nice gentle C-shaped stretch. You might feel it in the IT band too. So, and enjoy that. And bring the leg back. So we're going to do a dolphin next. So let's bring our forearms onto the ground. Fingers are spread out. And the knees are hip distance apart. Turn the toes under. and lift the hips up. So here's our dolphin. You can then sink the upper body between the arms a little so the head comes lower. Maybe it rests on the mat. Nice dolphin pose. And if having the head low like this doesn't work for you, then you could always either go into child's pose or rest or do some more cow and cat. And then bring the knees down. Come up on the hands, turn the toes under, and we'll go into a downward facing dog. First one today, let's alternate the feet. Walk the dog. Then we'll stretch into our downward facing dog. Letting the chest lower towards the ground and reaching up and back with the hips. Then we'll raise our right leg into three-legged dog. Again, reaching up and back with the hips, lowering the shoulders and chest. This promotes a nice forward motion in the upper back, so the spine will be moving forwards instead of rounding. And then we bring the foot down and lift the left one into three-legged dog. If this doesn't work for you, you may modify into a pose that you're comfortable with. One more breath here. And then bring the left foot down and walk the feet up to the hands, hang in a forward fold. Come up to a flat back and reach the head forwards. Then down to a forward fold again. And then we'll come up as in a swan dive in reverse. So lift up slowly and take the hands all the way up above the head, fingers spread. Reach upwards, take it easy, take your time, and then bring the hands together and lower them down to the heart center. And breathe here a couple times in mountain pose. So your feet are good supports for you, the toes are spread out. The pelvic floor isn't tipped forward or back, but it's right in the middle. And we can draw our shoulder blades together and lift the upper body. Let's take even a couple more breaths here. You might even want to set an intention for the rest of class today. And we'll release the arms down. Give them a nice shake and let's take a break to drink some water. And then we'll come back and do Virabhadrasana and some other nice poses. We'll begin our Virabhadrasana by standing at the front of the mat. Stepping back with our right foot and sinking into a standing lunge. Just go down as far as comfortable. We want to keep that knee above or behind the ankle in front. And you can reach back with the heel if you want to, keeping the body above the hips. Now let's take our arms forwards and up. Stretch up as high as we can, spreading the fingers, and then sinking the arms down into the shoulder sockets to have a nice, strong area across your chest and back.
This is warrior one, and now we'll lift, turn the back foot out to the side, turn the body to the side, the upper body, arms front and back. And now we'll bend our left foot forward, straight ahead, and sink into the lunge. Keeping the upper body over the hips and drawing the shoulder blades together. Breathing our nice, calm and full Ujjayi breath. Then let's lower our right arm and lift the left one, stretch upwards. Turn the palm towards the back. Slide the right hand down the leg a little so you can naturally curve a bit towards the back. Stretching the upper body away from the hips. And then we'll come up to our warrior two again. And we'll do a modification. We're going to bend our elbow and go into a modified triangle. So tip the upper body forwards, elbow to knee. Let that right arm rise higher. Roll the chest to the side. And if you're able to, you can look up a bit or even up beyond the hand. Now try to reach the upper body away from the hips again. And then slowly come up, and we'll turn to our right side, arms out to the sides. It's a nice wide stance, whatever's comfortable for you. And we'll take our arms down and across on our exhale. And reach them out and up on our inhale. And again, but have the other arm in front. Cross. And go around and lift. Let's do a couple more. Nice big circles, and you're getting a good arm and shoulder stretch here. Up. We're still stretching our hands, keeping the fingers nice and spread out here. And all the way up. And let's let our arms come down to the sides, turn our feet towards the front again, and step that back foot forwards and walk it out a bit. And walk, 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 a little more. Loosening up in the hips too. So kind of roll through the feet and let your hips go back and forth, alternating, of course. And then we'll go ahead and begin the other side. So again, standing at the front, this time step back with the left and bend the right knee, sink down just as far as it's comfortable, keeping the body over the hips. You can hold on to something if you like. If you need a little extra support at this time. And then we'll take our arms forwards, and if you can, lift them up higher, maybe even up towards the sky. Same with your gaze or your drishti, it can be upwards. But if you can't go all the way up, just do what your neck can do and be happy with that for now. Then sink the arms into the shoulders. Feel that strength. And then we'll lift up and turn the back foot out. Twist to the side, arms front and back. And then make sure that right knee is going straight ahead as you bend it. Keeping the body above the hips and drawing the shoulder blades inward. Breathe. Our gaze or our drishti is out beyond the right hand. But again, if the neck doesn't allow that, just have it out at an angle. If you want to be comfortable. And then we'll lower our back arm. Lift the forward arm up, stretching upwards. Turn the palm back and then continue to stretch upwards as you tip back. Supporting some of your weight with your hand along the leg. And reaching the upper body away from the hips again. Up into our warrior two. We'll do that nice modified triangle bend. The right elbow tip from the hips, bring the elbow to the knee, and then lift the left arm, rolling the upper body and shoulder back so the arm comes out of the body and is able to go straight up or as close as you can manage. Draw the upper body away from the hips. And slowly come back up, and we'll turn to the side again, this time the left side. Adjust your stance if you've gone out a little farther than you want for this next part, which is we'll start a forward fold. Now you can have your hands on your hips or on the thighs above the knees. We're going to be bending one leg at a time and stretching the inner leg of the unbent leg. So we'll start with the right. You can also have your hands on the floor, which I like, especially, but either any of those three ways are fine. And then we'll shift back into the middle and slightly over to the other side and bend that knee so you can stretch the other leg. You can look up, forwards if it's difficult to look down. Otherwise, you can look down, just to kind of relax. And back into the middle. And hands up to the thighs or waist. Come up slowly. Slowly make your way up and take the arms above the head. Big breath in. And then we'll bend our arms and legs into goddess and tighten the muscles. So you can have your hands spread out. You can make fists if you want. And then reach up and stretch. That's when a good time to stretch the fingers too. And then down into our goddess. And then up. So when we go into our goddess, we can feel our muscles in our arms and legs tighten. You can also draw in the belly, have nice strong chest muscle area. And up again, stretching, relaxing. And then again, tighten into goddess. And we'll go up to stretch out. Exhale, let the arms come down to the sides, and we'll turn towards our right foot and step forwards and walk it out a bit. Okay, so we'll do a balanced pose. Today we're going to try cradling the baby. So if you want to stand where you can hold on to something, that's a good idea, just in case it doesn't work for you too well today. So let's begin by reaching out with the left hand and then reaching down for the left or the right foot with your right hand. So reach down there, see if you can hold on to the ankle or the foot and try to lift it up. And it'd be nice if you can straighten the back and bring the foot up as high as it's comfortable. And then you can, it's good if you can put your hand under the foot and ankle. And maybe if you're not holding on, hold with both hands. Some people like to actually wrap their arms under. That's a little more advanced because the leg has to come up quite high. And then we'll slowly release that. Let that foot go down, nice and controlled. Reach out with the right hand and start lifting the left foot. See if you can get that hip under and bring it up part way. If you can use both hands, go ahead and wrap that other hand under. Lift the foot, maybe even up to perpendicular to the left or the right leg, parallel to the floor. And if you want to go for that more advanced, continue to lift the legs up and see if you can wrap the arms under. Not necessary, it's just if you need extra challenge. And we'll slowly start coming out of our cradling the baby. And then we're going to separate the feet, have a little bend in the knees, and do some circles with our hips. Loosening up. Done a lot of work in the lower back and the hips. They've been supporting us, so we're going to give them a little love by loosening them up. Nice gentle circles, keeping a slight bend in the knee. And reverse, we'll go each direction twice. And switch again. And then let's switch again, a little shorter on the last two. Or three. And then back to the center, take the left arm up. We're going to bend at the elbow, do a nice shoulder stretch. So let that hand go over to the opposite shoulder or down the back, and bring the right hand up to guide the elbow. And then make room for the head. So if the head has tipped forwards, we want to bring it back up in line with the spine. Oh, and I'm glad I saw Pauline sit down. You can sit down to do these also. Let's lift the arms up. And we'll switch to the other side. So now the right elbow is bent. We have our left hand as a guide, and we bring the head back up above the body. We can even practice drawing the abdominal muscles inward and upward. And focusing on the breath. Nice, calm and full breathing. Take the arms back up. And bring the arms down to the sides. Shake them out a little, shoulders too. We're going to come down onto our backs and prop our legs up. So go ahead and work towards that. You can put your legs on a piece of furniture or up the wall or a door if you make sure you close it well first. We'll have our legs up there and take a few breaths with our arms going up and over the head. So your hips can be close or they can be a little farther if you want it to be a bit more restful. That is more restful for you. And then we'll take our arms up and over, big inhale. And then exhale, bringing the arms to the sides. Inhale, arms up and over. Exhale to the sides. Next, we'll do our angel wings. So now we're going to let the arms hover, go out to the sides, just above the floor and above the head. You can let the arms slide along the floor if you wish.
And back out to the sides and all the way down to the hips again. And we'll do one more like that. Arms out to the sides, all the way up, or as far as you can comfortably go. You have to listen to your own body. Arms out to the side and down. Nice. Okay, so while the heels are resting on that support, we're going to tighten up the toes. So curl the toes over, scrunch them up, and make fists with our hands. So this is an isometric exercise. And then inhale, stretch the fingers and toes. So now we're trying to get space between those digits. And now again, scrunch them up. And then again, stretch them out. That's our inhale. And now scrunch them up again. So we work a lot more muscles than just those. And then inhale, stretch them out again. Nice. Cross the right heel over the left knee. Slide the left foot down so that right foot is coming closer to you. The left knee is coming closer. Now try to get the right knee to move away. You can just do that with the muscles in your hips and thighs. If you need a little extra, you can use your hand. And then if having the left lower leg at parallel to the floor position is not quite enough of a stretch, you can reach for the knee and bring that left knee closer. We're still moving the right knee away from us subtly, but we are. That's how we're getting a good deep piriformis stretch. If we stretch the piriformis muscle, then we have a good chance to avoid stressing out our sciatica nerve, which is right alongside there. Sometimes the nerve even goes through the muscle. So that's why this stretch is especially important, to avoid having those kind of painful problems. And then we'll let the legs come back up, and we'll be switching to the other side. So let's bend our left knee, have the ankle on the right knee, slide the right foot down so it's parallel to the floor. Flex the feet and move that left knee away from you. If you need more to get a good stretch in the left hip area, go ahead and bring the right knee closer. So it's left hip buttocks area that you can feel the stretch. I like to flex both of my feet and breathe. Nice calm and full Ujjayi breathing. You can even close your eyes here if you want. And then let's put the feet back up. Take another breath with the arms going up and over the head. And then bring the arms down to the sides of the body. Start releasing the legs. So bend the knees, let the legs come down towards the floor, feet onto the floor. And then we'll walk our feet around, walk the hips and shoulders until we're back on our mat the way we want to be again. Okay, so once you're here with the knees bent, let's go ahead and stretch out our left leg and move the hips a little to the right. We're going into our full spinal twist. So left hand comes to the outside of the right knee and we roll the right knee across. Now we're going to reach our right arm out to the right. Let the arm and hand and shoulder sink into the floor and turn the head towards the right as far as your neck is happy with. Look out as if you're looking out beyond the walls and anything that's nearby. You're looking far, far away, and then close the eyes. Relax the muscles in the hips and the thighs, the shoulders, the arms. Imagine you're in an evening desert watching the sunset. It's a beautiful temperature and there's a breeze. You're up way up on top of a hill. You've set up your little yoga area and you're looking way, way out into a beautiful valley with the river. The hillsides are all different colors, as is the sky. And you can see eagles soaring. Just enjoy that nice evening desert breeze. Breathing your nice full giant breath. Far, far in the distance, you can see big dark thunder clouds. But you're safe where you are. And we'll slowly roll back to our center. Bend the left knee, scooch the hips into the middle. Bring the knees in towards the chest. And let's place our feet back on the floor, stretch the right leg out. Lift and move the hips slightly to the left. And then with our right hand, we'll move the left knee across and reach the left arm out. Sinking the hand, arm, and shoulder into the floor, and then turning our head as far to the left as we comfortably can. Close the eyes and breathe. Relaxing those muscles again. The hips, shoulders. This time, let's relax our facial muscles too, and the muscles around the head. Let's start with the crown of the head today. See if you can relax there, the back of the head, also where it touches the floor, and the temples. And then relax the forehead, and the eyebrows, the eyes, the outer corners of the eyes and the eyelids, the cheeks, out towards the ears, the area around the nose, now the mouth and the tongue. And release the jaw. Let those muscles relax as best you can. And then we'll roll slowly back to the center, bend the right knee, scooch the hips into the middle, reach between the knees and grab onto the big toes. And let's do a little happy baby. Rocking from side to side. Massaging the low back. If you bring the feet closer to the space above the upper body, you'll feel some massaging higher in the back, maybe even across the shoulders. So rock here a few more times. And then we'll stretch the legs out momentarily just to feel that nice extension in the legs, and then bring the knees back to the center. Place the feet on the floor and stretch the legs out one at a time. And one full body stretch, arms up and over, stretch with the feet and the hands, the legs and the arms. And then exhale, bring the arms to the sides, turn the palms up. Draw the shoulder blades closer together in the back and let the shoulders sink into the floor. If you feel like your legs have gone off to one side, just make those adjustments. And now close the eyes. Notice how your fingers and toes feel. Maybe wiggle them a little. Stretch them out and relax them. Notice how your legs and hips feel. Your body. Your facial muscles are still relaxed. If not, see what you can do to relax them. And now let your thoughts drift away. You can always come back to any thoughts you really want later and let the other ones go. Enjoy a beautiful, restful Shavasana. Ocean sounds. It's time now to wiggle your toes and your fingers. Maybe stretch the fingers a bit, pull on them if that feels good, and then the hands forward so you can stretch the wrists.
Then if you'd like to sit up, go ahead and roll to one side and sit up to a comfortable seated position. And if you'd like, during our 3 ohms, you can join. Everyone's muted. You can join in if you want. Excuse me. Have a drink if you want. We'll go ahead and take our arms up for a nice stretch upwards. And then on the exhale, let's bring the hands down to the heart center. And take a nice big breath in. Oh. Oh. I'm sorry, I have a frog in my throat. Oh. Oh. Om Shanti, 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 which means peace, peace, peace. Thank you for being here today. Namaste. And good job, everyone. Glad you could be here. Have a beautiful, beautiful day.
Thank you so much, Nicole.